All right, I'm joined by Ari from Elo Health. How you doing, Ari?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I'm excited to talk about Elo Health. I went to the website, checked it out. It seems like there's a home test you can take to get basically nutritional things that you're missing out of your diet and for your metabolism. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Elo Health?
Yeah, I'm happy to. We started the company about 2.5 years ago with an idea of really trying to turn food from the cause of disease to medicine. And as we all know, there's a big problem today in our society. You know, we are getting heavier every day. We are actually dying younger than we did before. So we have to do something about that. And Elo is one of the possible solutions that might be able to help on people to take control of the nutrition. And as you alluded, you know, how it works today, we do a blood test at home. You prick your finger, you send a kit back to our lab, we test it. We do about 13 different biomarkers from your cholesterols to A1C to vitamins and minerals, and then we use AI to create a nutrition plan for you that we
Mm.
send in convenient daily packets every month. And I think what we have done a bit different than others in this market is that we also added a coaching layer. So every member will be paired with a nutritionist and a dietitian who will work with them on one-on-one to make sure they understand what does the blood biomarker information tell them or tell us, and why do we propose them certain type of supplementation. And of course
Okay.
then we track that again every 90 days, every 180 days, so we can give people understanding what the outcomes are.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I saw that on the website. It seems really cool to have a coach because so much of the nutritional stuff that we want to get into and understand sometimes will fall off because it's just us doing it. And if we don't have someone helping, that's really important. Now, how does that work? Is it subscription based, or how does that work when it comes to
Yeah,
purchasing it?
anyone can sign up today for $99 a month. We are not yet available on the supplements in New York because New York has a very complicated regulatory environment today for at-home blood testing. We hope to finally be open up in New York also end of the year. So it's a subscription that we kind of bundle all in one. So you get the testing, you get the coaching, and you get the supplements all in one price, $99 a month.
So, what happens if, let's say, I want to go and do it, and I do it for a month? I understand what I need. You guys send me the packets, which I looked up, these little packets, and then say I don't want to do the coaching anymore. Is that have to be part of it? Can I just keep the subscription to get the actual vitamins?
That's a really good question, and once we are now scaling to thousands of people, we are been really kind of trying to listen to our members, and we've been live in a small Vitrio for about 2 years today. So the oldest members we have been with us for almost 2 years, and
Mm.
the feedback is that there's a group of people who absolutely love the fact that they're getting the coaching, they're getting the supplements, they're getting the testing ongoingly. But there is another group of people, like I think you allowed, who are people who might want to do more a la carte. And I can't give you the exact date, but at some point in the future, I think we are maybe making it people possible to maybe buy a bit more a la carte. But it's a good point because people have different needs, and but when you start a new company, you kind of want to simplify also the operations
Right.
and try to build one product that works really well.
Yeah.
And I think we have gotten to a level that I think it starts to be a good experience. And as you can imagine, it's quite complicated because we have to, do the blood testing, the lab side of things. We have to do the nutrition sourcing. We have to do the coaching. There's a lot of moving pieces,
Hmm.
and making that all easy and all controllable in an app. So we have an app on the iPhone today where you can also then communicate with your coach on every day. So you meet them over Zoom every now and then if you have a question, you can send a photo, a video, a product information, and ask their opinion. And some people do that almost on a daily basis. Other people are doing it more infrequently.
Yeah, like you said, I think it's kind of based on the person using the system. And for me, I like the idea of having the coaching for a while, and then potentially later on, just actually paying for the supplements. Another question about the supplements: I saw that there's pills. Is there an idea to do maybe powder down the road, or is it have to be in a pill format.
No, it doesn't need to be a pill format. We started with the pills because pills are handy in a way that you can actually have a very vast array of different nutrients in pill form, and you can pack them into these packets, and it becomes quite convenient. So we can pack up to 8 pills per packet, and then try to really
Hmm.
make them the right dosing for you, because often we don't really know what we are buying if we buy from Whole Foods or from the online. We are testing all the products, in detail in our own lab to make sure they are what they should be. They are clean and pure. But even more importantly, people don't know about the dosing. Like, it's funny in a way that in medicine we give everybody the same dose, and some of us are much bigger than others. We have a different metabolism, so we are
Yeah.
trying to be very focused on dosing people right. And keep in mind, we are also testing people ongoingly, so we have learned a lot. For example, how do we optimize certain biomarkers by using the coaching and the supplementation? And that's pretty much new science already we've been able to create in some of these instances.
Yeah.
But your point about the powders, I think uh, we will be coming up with the new product in a powder form very soon. I can't talk. I have it here. I
Of
can't talk about it
course.
yet because we're gonna announce it in the coming weeks. But Elo is basically not a we are not supplement company per se. We are a nutrition company,
Right.
and our real focus and my focus as a CEO and as a founder, I really want to build this new idea of smart nutrition. And it's been something that has been bugging people a long time, maybe almost 20 years. And I was a long time ago, almost 20 years ago, I was at Nokia, the small Finnish cell phone company. And I was in the team who built the first smartphone. This was like years before iPhone and Android,
Hmm.
and we called it mobile computer. And I think we should just call it smartphone. And now we have smart home, we have smart car, we have smart watches. And why couldn't we have smart nutrition that
Hmm.
is basically personal to you, made for you? It's precise, grounded in real science, and also proactive, learning about your behavior.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do at Elo. And that's why we don't only connect to your blood biomarker data, but we are also connecting to the wearable data. Like, think about Apple Watch, Whoop, Aura, and others, and trying to build these real-time loops that are giving us good indication about our nutrition as well.
Yeah. And that's exciting because, again, that having that future where we feel in control of our nutrition, we feel like our nutrition's working for us. And it's not just like, just yesterday I took something and I was like, I think this elderberry is good for me, and you're just kind of guessing. And it would be great to not have to guess. So I think you're doing an awesome job there with Elo. So we talked about smart nutrition. That's something to look forward to in the future. What else are you excited to look forward to when it comes to the future of food and technology?
I'm an eternal optimist in tech, and having been in building different things in tech for almost 20 years, starting from video games to getting into big healthcare, and built two last companies before this in healthcare with data, and I have a really pretty deep understanding of the macro problems we have today in the US healthcare system. And I'm absolutely a believer today that nutrition is going to be the only real solution that will help us to curb the cost down, I think increase the life expectancy, and also increasing not only us to live longer, but live much better life much longer. And I think that's going to be a super important thing for everybody. And I've been talking about this for a long time myself, and I've been a believer for many, many years. But I'm seeing now a lot of cracks opening up in the market where people are taking nutrition seriously. People in the decision making in CMS, in Medicare, in the government, in state level, in the big insurance companies, big health systems, they are all saying the same thing. They know nutrition will be the avenue that we need to tackle, and we need to combine the two biggest industries: healthcare, $4 trillion, nutrition and food, $6 trillion. We need to combine them together, and there will be the conjointed area that will be, I hope we call it smart nutrition or food as medicine or whatever we're going to call it, I don't care. But that will be happening, and we will see subsidies flowing from the state level, government level, from the health insurance employers to good nutrition for people who don't get it today. And I think that will happen not in a decade or two, but in 5 to 7 years. And that will be a big, big change for everybody who are working on these new concepts today.
Yeah, and it will change the landscape. I mean, that's really exciting and eloquently put, as you said. Well, Ari, thanks so much. I'm excited about the future of Elo Health and the excited of the coming together of nutrition and healthcare. Thanks so much for being here on the Spoon.
Hey, thank you so much. And you do great work. I'm a big fan of your content every day.